All right. What's poppin', McFucking gamers? Welcome to the 16th iteration of the Nifty podcast. Fucking Nifty Cauldron. I said that wrong because I'm an idiot. Hell yeah. But welcome. May all your dreams come true. It is me, Kelly, a fucking idiot, and my co-host,
Milan. I actually thought you were going to open with us popping milkers, but you didn't.
Oh, what's poppin', fucking mommy milkers?
Just insert milk pouring sound here.
Yes. We'll edit it in post. We probably won't edit it in post.
We absolutely won't.
I don't got time for that. That ass.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Nah, chilling. Had a lot of work this week. Unfortunately, had to cancel one of my streams. It makes me feel really fucking bad when I have to do that because I actually legitimately like streaming because it brings me life and makes me hate myself less. But work be like that.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, right? Like, for me, I've had less good reasons, I feel, to cancel stream sometimes, right? Like, I feel like work is a much more legitimate reason than, oh, I'm sick, But I can definitely, to me it is, because I could still probably stream for like an hour, right? Or do something small, but it's like, I should probably just rest up. So, but I definitely feel you. It's like, it feels bad to cancel a stream for any reason, because like you said, streaming is fun. It's like the little ray of light in this darkness,
Yeah, it's the light at the end of the tunnel for me, TBH.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Feels bad, but at the same time, I feel like lately, because I've been streaming a lot with like Chris, who was on a previous iteration of the podcast, Ariel, and Fantunes, because I've been streaming with them a lot, and they kind of go to bed. Well, Fantunes and Chris kind of go to bed early. I've been kind of ending my streams a little bit early and instead just doing like some community stuff, like hanging out in Discord, like watching some movies and stuff like that. And yeah, I feel like it's been nice, and I feel like it's not, I don't know, like, yeah, I only streamed for like 3 hours, but you know what? Now we're going to watch a movie together, so we're going to hang out for another 2. And I feel like it's not that bad. So, if you like a streamer and you like hanging out, like, join their fucking Discord. Sometimes they do really cool shit on the side, like me. Finger guns.
Yeah, well, I absolutely agree. You're still interacting with your community, right? And the people who would come watch you and stuff like that. I don't do cool shit on the side because I'm too busy. Like, I don't think I would have the time in between, like, recording the podcast and like editing and stuff to also have a movie night that works for like the American schedule, right? Like, so it would just be very messy. Like, it's why I've never made it to any of your movie nights. It's like I'm always just doing something on the side,
Oh, it's good. I don't feel any kind of way about it.
Yeah, like for me, my thing on the side, I guess, is I'll just be in my starting soon screen for 5 fucking hours. Like, that's my thing lately, where I just chat for hours and hours instead of playing the video game.
Yeah. That's what I don't know if you've been to Chris's stream lately, but if you shout yourself out, there's definitely mention about that.
Yeah, she ran it by me, but like, hey, is this okay? I'm like, dude, that's fucking perfect. Like, that's
it's because I wrote it.
Yep.
I know, bitch.
I mean, because it's true, right? Because I think we were joking that the longest just chatting I did was 3 hours on accident, and then like a week later I did 5.5. Like, well,
you thought that was his final. You thought that was his final form,
right? You've seen nothing yet. Just wait for like the 24-hour just chatting stream. Just wait.
Dude, I would like run out of shit to fucking talk about, but
yeah, I mean, I feel at some point I will talk about stuff because obviously my life is not exciting. Like, I don't have work stories or roommates or anything like that where I can pull from recent events. So I just tell like childhood stories or like relatable stuff or, like things that have already happened. And at some point I'll, once I start recycling them, it's probably just going to be, all right, less chatting, more game, I
don't know. At the same time, it's like there's a lot of like cool like cultural stuff that you bring in that like not a lot of other people like probably realize and stuff, just because you're from that EU and you got that Serbian background, like growing up on a farm.
Yeah, I mean, true. It's definitely a different perspective, right? And it also has small moments like first time Oreo tasting, you know?
Oh my god. Yes, the Oreo tasting was fucking legit. I love that, like, when you went and you, like, licked the cream, you're like, I don't like this. It's too sweet.
It's super sweet. Oh my god.
Now you know why Americans are fat. It's America's favorite cookie.
I mean, it's like, so people in chat, they were like mad. It was like, oh, those aren't real Oreos. Like, let me send you real Oreos. And then upon like further investigation, that just means more cream. Like, that's the part I don't like. Like, can you not? You know?
I know. Everyone was just like, oh man, you fucked up. You got to get that double stuff. I'm like, dude, if he didn't like the cream, double stuff is not going to be his jam.
Yeah. Like, my favorite part was, because overall it's just a whatever cookie, right? But the best tasting part was just the chocolate dipped in milk. That's it. That's the best part. And I don't need to get an Oreo for that. I can just get regular ass chocolate cookies, you know?
At the same time, when I was watching your technique on licking the Oreo, I felt like it was a little lackluster. I feel like you weren't getting enough wide tongue on it. You got to do wide tongue, press, and slide. Wide tongue, press, slide.
I think you're really overestimating how big that Oreo was, because I did not need to wide tongue that shit to cover all the cream.
Dude, I'm just saying that you could have like tongue fucked it harder, Daddy. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I mean, listen, like my first attempt at tongue fucking, like I barely touch it and it's like broke in half. It's like, you know, like all those years of mastering cunnilingus finally paid off, I guess. But my tongue is too powerful for a mere Oreo cookie. This power cannot be contained.
You gotta give it a firm back, man. You gotta cup it from behind like you would like an ass when you're going in on it. You know, you gotta grab the hips, grab the butt a little bit, and then. Blah.
I mean, that's fair, but yeah. So I don't know. You're probably right in the sense that I do offer a different perspective, but once I run out of stories, it'll mostly be on chat, right? To provide me stuff to vibe off with and like, you know, like just interact with, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and maybe chat will bring up something that you just fucking take and run with. Like, I don't know. I think I went on like a fucking like 10-minute rant about how 69ing was overrated in one of my last streams. And
yeah, I was there and I agree. It is overrated. Just
69ing is overrated, dude.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just take turns. Like, why are we like, we're not in a rush. Just like, why? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, just take turns like adults. Like, we learned that shit in kindergarten. We go one by one. It's fine. You know?
Yeah, there's nothing great about 69ing because you're just like, once it starts to feel good, you start doing bad on your part. And once they start to feel good, they start doing bad on their part. And then it's just like, you know what? This is a waste of time.
Yes. It's like 69, good in theory, you know, like as a kid, as a teenager, when you heard about it, like, oh shit, that's hot. Bad execution. Go back to the drawing board. Yep. Like I think I said on your stream, just do 68. It's fine.
68. No, man, it's all about the 96 where you just don't look at each other. You go to bed.
Nah, like just 68. It's where you go down on me and like I owe you one. It's fine, you know.
Holy shit! I love it. I mean,
so do I. I mean, there's also like another reason why I don't like 69. You know the reason. I don't know if it's podcast appropriate. This seems more like stream material because comparatively, our streams are much more degenerate than our podcasts are.
Yeah,
like,
no, our podcasts are pretty like soft and pale lotus blossoms, like gentle,
I mean,
virginal.
Comparatively, like they're still pretty degen, but comparatively, so I guess if you're listening to this, you can ask me about the other reason why I don't like 69 in my chat.
A teaser for the next stream.
Yeah.
Another teaser to get him to talk for another fucking 3 hours before streaming.
This is just a tip. It's fine.
Wow.
if you want the full length, ask me on stream.
Just the tip.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Cyberpunk is out.
Yeah. Did you get it? Are you gonna play it? What's going on?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I should play it off stream or if I should wait like 3 to 6 months. So basically until after Monster Hunter Rise. So we're talking like April, May, June area, and then play it on stream. Or if I should just play it now, and if I like it enough, I'll just do a different build in like 6 to 9 months and just have chat dictate the kind of background build I should go for. So I don't know. But also because I don't really have the time right now to like I don't think I would finish it if I start right now, like in between like streaming and all that. I don't think I would finish it.
Yeah, no, I got you. Honestly, I kind of feel like I want to play it, but at the same time, my potato computer is not going to be able to run that game and stream at the same time. I have to play it on like the absolute lowest fucking settings, and it's going to be a piece of shit. So I figure it's something that I would play probably off stream, and then when I finally get like a nicer like computer, whole ass computer, basically, I can potentially like stream it later when like the hype is kind of gone down, and then just have chat make my choices and stuff because I would have played the game that I wanted to play. But yeah, that's kind of like my feel on it. It looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
The boobies are real fucking nice in that game, and you get to fucking customize your cock, and that's the most important thing about a video game. Give me the dick slider. Dick slider.
I mean, you also have a nipple slide. I mean, one interesting thing that I saw, I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. In the options menu, there's literally a toggle button to mute DMCA-able music.
Yes, they announced that, which is pretty fucking good. At the same time, that's also one of the reasons why I don't want to play it on stream my first time around, because I'll have to play with that on, and I legitimately am looking forward to the music because I'm a big like slut for fucking dark wave, synth wave, and like industrial music, and that's pretty much what the whole soundtrack is. So I'm ready to just like fucking pinch my nipples, bite the pillow, and let it go and dry. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, but I think what that mostly means is they probably have a couple of songs they bought the license to use for. But like 90 to 95% is still probably just their own music made in-house, right?
Nope. Because I know a fair amount of people that they announced like, hey, I did music on this game, and they are like music artists and stuff. So a lot of bands I follow and that I like that play like industrial synthwave and dark wave and stuff. So I'm like very much a part of that scene, I guess. So then they were just like, yeah, a lot of my tracks are in Cyberpunk. So I want to say like when you fucking toggle that shit off, it's all fucking just fucking...
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, I just assumed that they had music specifically created for the game, and that wouldn't be DMCA-able unless CD Projekt Red came after you. But yeah, if it does mute a lot,
I want to say soft fucking opinion. I think like a fair amount of the music is definitely DMCable.
Yeah, I mean, like it'd be really cool if you could somehow redirect that DMCable music to a different audio output, right? So that at least streamers with like mixers and stuff, they could set it up so that they could still hear it. The stream, that portion would be muted, or if there was maybe an option where the music got replaced so that it's not like that you don't enter a club and it's just like dead silent, just like squeaking footsteps, you know what I mean?
At the same time, please, if anybody's playing Cyberpunk right now, if you go into a club and if you had the DMCA toggle on, let me know if you go into a fucking club and there's just no fucking music. Everybody's like silent raging.
Yeah. So it'd be hilarious, but it would probably kill the mood a little bit, you know?
But also clip that shit. I need to see it.
Speaking, by the way, about DMCA's, fucking Game Awards was today. Which was fucking honeypot for DMCA content. There were so many songs. Like, so the hilarity is, if you're a bigger streamer, so bigger than us, but like if you have like 200 or more, for a lot of people there was like a bounty to just watch the Game Awards, and like most people were gonna do it anyway. And it's like, dude, it's just a fucking honey trap to get all the streamers watching, just so you can DMCA ban all of them, you know? Just a lot of people had to mute.
Yeah, there was a lot of at least I noticed a lot of music and stuff down there that I was just like,
Yeah, like probably like 24 or so different tracks. Like, that's so absolutely.
Twitch laughs and hidden.
Yeah, basically, it's like, sure, we'll help you test your live DMCA system. We have the perfect plan for this.
Laughs and hidden.
But I know you didn't get to catch most of it.
I got like a little bit and stuff like that. So I don't know. What are the things that are happening on it that you're like really hype about?
Okay, so I didn't catch all of it. I think I caught like 3 hours or something of it, of the 4. So I was like, that's good enough.
Oh yeah.
Hype number 1 for me, Monster Hunter Rise demo next month, January. Good shit.
January.
Yeah. So the only unfortunate thing is you and I don't have capture cards, but it's also just a demo, right? So like it's probably going to be like 2 quests, and that's it. Like that's typically how Monster Hunter demos go. It's only going to be available for like a week, so I think it will be like 1 stream worth of content, right?
Yeah, essentially 1. Yeah.
But they also posted a trailer, of course, to go along with it, and they had an extended trailer on Twitter/YouTube. And the hype things in that trailer for me, because I took notes for once. Like for once, I was actually a proper podcast host. I'm like, oh shit, I can talk about this. So
Can't relate.
Can't relate. I mean, I usually don't take notes, so this is like the first time. Royal Ludroth is back, like a little Luddy, which I'm happy about because like he's an easy monster, right? But I think he's a really good fight for beginners. And even though World introduced a lot of people to Monster Hunter, I still think a big portion just didn't play World and are going to be playing Rise as their first Monster Hunter. Because World maybe like brought it to their attention, but maybe they didn't have a beefy PC and they only had like, you know, a Nintendo console. So it makes sense that it'll bring in a bunch of new people. So as far as that goes, Little Luddy is a really good fight for beginners. Kazu's back, which is like also like, oh, a boy. Well, I say my boy. He's a really annoying fight, but I love it. Because he'll poison you, he'll stun you, he'll do paralysis, he'll swallow you. Like it's fucking great. People hate that fight. I love it because people hate that fight. Like I love to see people rage at him. That's you know.
He also low-key likes it because of the vor.
No. Because remember we talked about this. Like I don't get vor, and then no one explained that. Like okay, cool.
Yeah,
I guess we'll just. Like, you know, the fog hasn't been lifted yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, anybody here listening to the podcast and you are into vor, we're going to give you another chance to please dox the reasons why below. Thank you.
Yeah. And everybody else, I was just scrolling down to the comments to see if anyone explained it. Leave a like, subscribe, maybe leave your own comment, hit that bell, you know, the usual stuff. The trailer song is a banger, dude. So good. I was like, oh, this is it. This is my jam. Like you'll love it. You can use wire bugs and mounts in town.
Wow.
Even in multiplayer, you can like fucking park. You can parkour with the boys.
What?
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's really good. So
that's actually pretty sick.
Because it seems then that it's the same town for both multiplayer and solo, and it's just good shit, you know. Like, I was really surprised to see that. The sisters are cute. The chef, the cook, she's hella cute. Those are my notes verbatim, by the way.
Chef, hella cute.
Like literally, the note reads: the cook is hella cute, and is hella cute is in all caps. I told you. I take notes like a fucking maniac. So like, and then the rampage mode is probably like the virus from whichever fucking monster that was. But it also seems like it's a new type of siege quest where it's more like a tower defense, defend a location with like 5-6 monsters attacking it. It's still shrouded a little bit of mystery because it's also apparently important to the plot, but that's kind of what the trailer teased at for me. Those are like my Monster Hunter notes, obviously. Tune in for more Monster Hunter next month when the demo drops.
The demo drops, yeah, and then we play it, and then we can vibe.
Yeah. There was also like another cute co-op game that I saw. Like, oh, like I really want to play this with Kelly, and then they were like, comes out March 26th. I'm like, LOL, rip, bye.
I mean, at the same time, we could play that after we.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Every single day.
Basically, like we'll play it down the road, you know. But it was like, man, if only you at least came out a couple days before, we could just stream it and be done.
Yeah, be done. What was it? Yeah.
I don't fucking know what it's called. Because the streamer I was watching, like the whole trailer was DMCA-able, so everything was muted. So, but it was basically the story, from what I can tell, is this couple they get transformed into dolls and sucked into another world, like into clay dolls. And the game is like kind of a platformer where you have to work together. And the whole point of the game is that because I think their relationship kind of grew apart a little bit. And this is kind of the road to realize that, hey, together we're stronger and better. At the end, they kind of rekindled their love, but it just seemed like a cute and fun game to play. And it's also like, it's from the people who did that one prison game, like the co-op prison escape thing. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I forget what that's called.
Escape together or something.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of like when you first were saying it, I'm just like, okay, this sounds like motherfucking Little Big Planet.
Yeah, no.
But less cute.
It definitely
not as cute. Is it dark?
In between. It's not like dark and sinister, but it's not like Little Big Planet style. But because it's by the same developers, they're doing the thing again, where if you buy one copy, you get one for free to give to a friend to play with. So it's like, yeah, that's fucking perfect for.
All right. Well, I will clearly buy that and give you the second copy.
I mean, yes. But yeah, so it's like we should definitely play that down the road. Because we'll just be like, yeah.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, like just really unfortunate that it comes out when Monster Hunter does. Like, well, you couldn't have picked a worse release date, in my opinion, right? Like just one day, like would have been fine. We would have just like done an 8-hour stream, beat the game, we're done. Goodbye, see you tomorrow, right?
Yeah, fucked up.
The Last of Us 2 like won basically every fucking award, which is
I noticed that too,
annoying.
And I was kind of like, okay.
It's like, it's annoying. Like it was really like fucking really like all of them. You know what I mean? It's like at that point,
yeah. Like even I forgot what I saw them win, but they had like some really fucking good competition in there, and it kind of upset me that like they kept giving it to Last of Us when like in the category it would be like Ori and Will of the Wisps, and I thought that game was fucking absolutely beautiful.
It is. It's a great game.
I was pretty salty that everybody was just like Last of Us when the story really left something to be desired, in my opinion. So that's just my hot take.
my biggest gripe was when it won. I think the award was called like Game Direction or whatever, and it was basically based on the studio. And it's like, did you forget about all those articles about the horrible crunch Naughty Dog made them do? Like, did we just forget about it? And they still win this award? Like, what? So,
yep.
It was just very. It felt. What's the word I'm looking for? Rigged. That's the one.
Yeah. Big pog conspiracy theory. Illuminati confirmed.
right?
X-Files music starts playing.
What else? It was very annoying to see like they would get some high profile person, be it from like a studio or just a celebrity. They would have like a shit mic and shit cameras. Like, dude, you have money. You have a personal assistant. Just spend the money, you know, like don't like fucking Reggie, former Nintendo. He had like a headset and like he didn't have like even a C920. He just had a shittier webcam. It's like, dude, what? Like,
I forgot what category it was, but it was kind of like an award style ceremony, and it had the girl with like the shaved side of her head, and like they had like everything was like filmed really like immaculately, and everything was like super crystal clear and like crisp, and they did like different camera angles and splices and stuff like that, and that was like fucking Italian chef kiss.
yeah, like that's how it should be. And and then there were some that really stood out, like Keanu. He had professional lighting and stuff like that. That's like, yeah, good job. Or people who didn't have their phone on mute. Like, are you kidding? First of all, you're going to get interviewed. Second of all, why is your phone not on mute by default? Like, what is wrong with you as like a human being? Like, can you not?
Damn. Okay. I mean, not gonna lie. Like right at the beginning of this podcast, I got a fucking text message, and my phone was on vibrate, and it shook on the desk, and I was like, "Fuck."
Okay, but vibrate is not like a sound. Like, it depends on where it is, right? If it's on the desk, it absolutely is. But I mean, like, they actually had like a notification tone.
No one uses those.
Apparently the fucking people in Naughty Dog do.
If you're one of those people that have notifications enabled on your phone, you're an animal.
And the worst part is, like, the iPhone has a little dedicated button on the side of it to just go on silent. Like, you have no excuse,
Yeah, it's literally like super like you just kind of slip the little button thingy and it goes click, and then everything's muted.
Yeah, like you're in an interview, like behave like you're in one, like it's shit like this, like shit like that, and like the low quality production and some very cringe moments that makes gaming still look very childish, right? You know what I mean?
Is it the fact that Sephiroth is now the new DLC character for fucking Smash?
I mean, that's fine because it's whatever, right? But I mean, I don't play Smash, so I don't give a fuck. Like, we're going down the road where everybody's going to be in Smash eventually. So, like, yeah, it's fine.
I'm going to be in Smash tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like fucking
confirmed. Like
Steve was in Smash. Steve is in Smash from Minecraft. So it's like, yeah, like we're just going down the list at this point. Persona, like who's like the big name that's currently missing is fucking Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like Dante or Virgil.
Yeah. So we're just going down the list. Like, you do you, Sakurai. Just people are happy, even though Nintendo's got a fucking Smash tournament up right now because Nintendo hates children. Nintendo literally just said, fuck them kids. So did you not hear about this?
What? No? Hello?
Okay. So
I made like a face of like, what?
Yes. Okay. So TLDR, the Smash scene was always pretty big, the Melee scene. But because of our current year, because of the pandemic, obviously you can't host those events anymore, especially when Smash gatherings are known for being very unhygienic. They literally have to have rules like you need to bathe, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So someone, I forget their name, but someone made a mod to play Melee online. And it works better than Nintendo's online does because Nintendo lives in a fucking stone age when it comes to anything internet related. I'm looking at you, Animal Crossing airport bullshit.
Mood.
So they were like, hey, we're just going to organize this tournament for, online, and it's fine. And then Nintendo was like, have a cease and desist, motherfucker, because modding our shit is illegal. So the tournament got canceled, and now another streamer, Ludwig, he's hosting his own tournament using the mod, and is basically donating like all revenue and all prize money is going to a charity for children. So Nintendo can literally go like fuck them kids and give him a cease and desist. Like, yeah, they haven't yet, but they're not looking too good this year. It's really bad. they're kind of fucking up, and you know how Nintendo is. And I think even the other day they they licensed all. I mean, not they licensed, but they sent out copyright strikes or whatever to everybody using any Nintendo soundtrack from like any of their games. So it's like Nintendo's not doing too hot right now online. Rightfully so.
Damn. All right. Well, that's a spicy meatball that I didn't fucking know about.
Yeah. So but that's what I mean. Like Nintendo literally said, "Fuck them kids," and
wow.
You know.
All right, well, let us know how you feel about all the shit going down with fucking Nintendo. I just fucking heard about it.
Yeah, and like let me know if I got any of it wrong, because I might have gotten some details wrong. But yeah, that's the gist of it, and it's just fucked up. I'll just just let them do it. Like, no one fucking plays Melee anymore. The game is like 20 years old. It's like, stop. You know, just let people have fun.
Who fucking cares, dude? Like, who fucking cares? Just get over it.
Yeah. Among Us won a couple of categories.
Yeah, I did hear about that, which is good.
The only weird one is it won like game of the year, like mobile game of the year. I was like, huh, it's not from this year, you know?
Yeah.
But they teased the new map. And you know me, I went from like 6 to midnight immediately.
Yeah, because you're just a big fucking Among Us slut.
Dude, I so am. Okay, so the new map, right? It's an airship. So it's sort of different, right? But the real cool thing for me is when a meeting ends, you have to pick in 1 of 3 rooms to start in. So no more stacking. Like you don't like when a meeting ends, like you don't all walk away from the table. You just all pick a room. Obviously, you don't know which room anybody's picking, so that's spicy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could accidentally pick the room with the fucking killer or the imposter, and then you fucking get fucked on instantly. Exactly,
right? And just like stuff like that, like small details, that's really cool. There's a new kill animation. It's like whatever, like the laser beam. I don't care. Don't need that they're adding to it, but I'm just excited about the map, and I'm excited about the possibility of using that function in different maps, right? Like if it's like a toggleable option to be like, oh, you're in Polis. Well, do you want to start at like, you know, in Specimen or Lab or Comms or O2, you know, like that kind of thing.
Oh, that's nice.
I hope so, at least. I imagine they'll at least apply it to some extent, but that's really neat.
You know, it would also be nice not having to change the fucking whole ass lobby when you want to move to a new location.
I mean, you still will, because it was a mobile game first, right? Like that's the issue, right?
Bruh, doing that shit's fucking homophobic. I hate it.
I mean, like the best solution, because they're not making Among Us 2, right? They decided we're just gonna make this one better. Mm-hmm. I think that, like, because I don't know how many people play on mobile phone as opposed to PC, right? But if it's a minority, right, then probably the healthiest solution for the game going forward is to just make a standalone PC client that's not like compatible with mobile phones, and then they could just integrate that shit, you know?
At the same time, though, it would suck for like particularly me, because I know like a lot of people that I play Among Us with for like our community nights and stuff like that, they are only able to play on phone because they don't have a computer.
Of course, but like that's what I said, like just a standalone client for people who want to. Like I'm not saying drop what we already have, but the standalone PC client would just have a couple of those extra options, like being able to change maps without remaking the lobby, right?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. Please do that. I'm so fucking tired of like exiting out a whole ass game.
Yeah, but they probably won't because, there's like fucking 4 developers. So it's like the map is coming early 2021. So, and they've been at it for like 2 months already. So I hope it comes out before Monster Hunter, right? Like, because it's 4 people. You know what I mean?
At the same time, it's like they already have. It's pretty like built out. I want to say like I would even say like come out fucking January.
Yeah, I mean, I expected January too, right? Because they've showed a lot. They've shown off some things, including a couple new tasks. They've added like ladders, like some section, like you can slide down a ladder, but I imagine climbing up takes longer. Like different like other different shortcuts. Like there was a moving platform on a timer, so if you get lucky, you don't have to wait. If you get unlucky, you just have to wait for the platform to come back, like that kind of stuff.
Good place to get murdered.
Maybe. I mean, if nothing else, if you're unlucky, right? The killer could be standing on the other side, waiting for the kill cooldown. As you're just like once you're on that platform, you're stuck. Like you're just, So, I think they're pretty far along, and I also know they're in pretty good contact with like a bunch of streamers that play Among Us like daily, and I've done the tournaments and stuff like that for like balancing reasons. So I think it'll probably be the best map, at least in terms of balance.
Damn. All right. Wow. Hype.
I hope so, at least, because it looks like an interesting map. So I hope it overtakes Polis, because some people, not me, but some people are probably getting tired of Polis,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of those people because I fucking love Polis.
Yeah, Polis is great. Like, I love it. What else? Mass Effect will continue. They teased it. We all knew it. But this is not like they're not going to remake it and just drop the series there. They're going to, give it another proper go.
But I also don't know if it's going to be like a continuation off of like. No, it won't be Shepard because Shepard's dead. But I mean, also spoilers. But also, if you don't fucking know that Shepard fucking dies at this point, like fucking Snape kills Dumbledore. Like, go fuck yourself.
It's like, I mean, basically, like if you haven't played Red, Green, Blue yet, like, whatever. Like you won't play it anymore.
Oh no! At the same time, though, Chris is totally playing like Mass Effect 2, and she's like a brand new little baby. So Chris, don't listen to this. Earmuffs. I mean, earmuffs.
It's a little bit too late.
Like, this podcast.
Like we spoiled it. Like we put the spoiler after the fact.
Yeah. Oops.
Depending on how lazy I am during editing, I might add a small audio snippet or whatever, or text on screen like, "Hey, Mass Effect spoilers incoming."
Yeah.
I played 3. Chris, skip to here.
One person in the entire world, Chris, please exit the browser.
Well, not exit. Depending on how lazy I feel, or if I forget or whatever, I'll just put like a time code on screen. Like, hey, if you haven't played Mass Effect 3, skip to this part, right?
Yeah.
But it'll probably just be something entirely new, right? Because, like you said, the story of 3 can't continue.
At the same time, they could continue Andromeda, but I know a lot of people were just like, "Fuck right."
They won't. They're gonna pretend Andromeda never happened.
Andromeda wasn't even that bad. Everybody out there that hated Andromeda, it wasn't even that bad. Like, get the fuck over it. Like, stop crying. Like, fucking go fucking suck on a mommy milker and calm down. Like,
I mean, okay. So, Mass Effect in general was pretty bad. Andromeda was just a step below it. So I can understand why people, and from a sales perspective, Andromeda did really poor, right, comparatively to the rest of the series. So I can understand why they don't want to continue that story thread.
Yes, and I get that. And the universe is fucking amazing, so they could easily just make a new one. But at the same time, for you to say that Mass Effect was bad, the day of my daughter's wedding, you come into my house, you wear shoes, and then you fuck my wife. Like, how dare you?
You know what? I'll even fuck her without a condom. Mass Effect is trash.
Oh my god. I can't believe you would do this to me.
I'll fucking jizz all over those titties. I don't care.
I can't believe you would do this to me. I can't believe you would say that to me the day of my daughter's wedding.
I mean, I get to say it now. I couldn't say it when Crystal was here because it's like I'm outnumbered. But now, the beast is unleashed,
Oh my god. How dare you. I fucking love Mass Effect. Like I said, Mass Effect changed my fucking relationship with video games. But also, yeah, fuck you.
And then my final note for the Game Awards was No Elden Ring, sad smiley.
Yeah. No Elden Ring. However, Dragon Age 4, eyebrow waggle.
I care even less about Dragon Age than I do Mass Effect.
Oh God,
I didn't even finish Dragon Age 1. I didn't care about it. Like I think I don't know if I told this on the podcast. I know I told this to you. I played up until I fucked the elf chick and I stopped playing, and that was it.
Dragon Age 1?
The redhead. Dragon Age 1,
She's
yeah,
not
the
even
redhead.
an elf, dude. She's fucking
Whatever.
human.
Whatever,
It's
dude.
Liliana. She's human. She's a human bard. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't even remember
Sure.
people's fucking face.
I mean, I fucked so many video game characters. I can't remember all of them. You know.
Yeah, all right, just fucking.
Clearly,
Milan,
she wasn't even a good
Milan.
lay. If I can't remember her.
Seriously, fucking Milan's little fucking black book of fucking bangerangs on the on the video game babes.
Which is fucked up because like so I never finished Persona 5.
I also
you wanna
didn't.
know why?
What?
So spoilers, not really like not plot spoilers, but if you haven't played, if you care about not getting any type of spoilers, I guess close your ears for a couple minutes. I don't fucking know.
Close your
you do
ear,
you.
pussy, you little bitch.
So obviously, when you get a high enough social link, you can date people. You can date the girls, right?
Oh, were you a big slut and you flirted with everybody, and so everybody hated you?
No, listen, no, not quite. So I flirted with everybody because I didn't know who I wanted to like finally romance. So like, yeah, fucking social link, like, you know, Ranku up, like fuck yeah, you know, I'm doing this, smashing it out. And it was hard to say no because like all those confession scenes, they were so good. I'm like, I can say no to that. Like, yeah, be my girlfriend, you know.
Oh my God, you big slut.
And then I found out. Listen, then I found out about the Valentine event. Mm-hmm. Where basically, if you date more than one girl, especially if you date all the girls, they all show up. They all show up mad because they find out you're dating everybody else on fucking Valentine's, right? Because the day after, because on Valentine's you have to pick who you want to spend the day with, and then the day after, like, what the fuck? Because they all bring you the chocolate and shit. They all get mad, and I think they literally beat you up. But when I found out, I felt so guilty. I just stopped playing. Like I couldn't live with that event and breaking so many hearts. So I just stopped. I felt bad.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Holy shit.
So I have a black book of all the lays, but at the same time, I'm just a big softy on the inside. You know, like, do you know the meme? I think I've showed it to you. Where it's like a crying cat holding a controller, and the text is like me whenever I accidentally pick a choice that makes the NPC sad, and it's just the cat crying. It's like, that's me. Like,
bruh. I never beat Persona 5 because my ex took the game when they moved out, and I never finished it because of that.
Oh, I mean, I'd like to play the game on stream one day. Like, if I ever like get a capture card, so probably after Monster Hunter at some point, I want to play it. I want to buy.
But will you promise not to be such a big fucking slut this time?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna pick one girl. I'm gonna probably pick the doctor because I want to be your guinea pig. You know?
Fantastic choice. Excellent.
Yeah, like I see you too. I see you too have good taste. You know?
Yeah. No. This is very much like eyebrow waggle.
But also, like, I don't know the new girl, so I don't know what she's like. The new character, right, in Royal.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to do that one day, but it'll probably be after Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's probably going to be a couple weeks, couple months. So August, September at the earliest. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, a year from now, literally.
Yeah, like not anytime soon, and because it's such a big commitment, both like time wise, especially, right? Like, it's not like I stream for like 10 hours every day. Let's just knock it out in a week or two. Like Persona like would be a commitment of like 2 or 3 months probably. So
yeah, no, exactly. Like, it's a lot of reading.
Yeah, I mean, not just that, but it's also not. It's not something I just want to whip out. Surprise, bitch! Here's Persona. It's something like I would gauge with chat first. Like, hey, how do you guys feel about, you know, wanting to see this game or not? Blah blah. Because, you know, I'm not streaming for myself, right? Not necessarily, like, you know what I mean. Like, if chat doesn't want to watch, I just play it off stream. You know what I mean? Like, I can there's plenty of other games I would love to play, right?
I love that, like, you think that way, because it's like, for me, when Baldur's Gate came out, I was just like, I'm gonna stream Baldur's Gate, and if chat's not interested, I don't care. This is for me.
I mean, yeah, sure, but I don't know. Baldur's Gate, it feels like a less big commitment than Persona because it's not finished, right? It's just an early access thing.
Yeah, and honestly, I want to say I'm getting to the point where I'm at the end of where that early access is. Maybe? I don't know. If anybody's following my stream, let me know how close I am.
Plus, you've also done stuff in between, right? Like you've played Phasmophobia. I saw you played like Monster Camp a little bit more. You played Overcooked. So it's not like you've been, like, fuck you, chat, this is for me. And then you went on like Baldur's Gate stint for like 4 months straight, right?
Yeah. No, I haven't been that. But I do need to go back to that game because I do miss it. But yeah.
Yeah, so but again, like who the fuck knows where my channel will be fucking 9 months from now, right? Like you never know. But
at the same time, I would totally, if you played Persona, I would totally fucking watch it because I don't think I'm ever gonna get that game back. I might probably just invest in Royal and then try to make my way through that, but like I fucking love Yusuke. Yusuke is like my favorite fucking character. He's the best. He's best boy.
He's great.
He's so good.
It's just because, like I said, like I mean, Persona is also its own game in the sense of you're meant to play it optimized, right? Like you're meant to beat the dungeon in 1 day and then spend like 28 fucking days socializing, right? So you could fucking map out, oh, it's gonna rain then, I should do this event then, blah blah. So you kind of like methodically do stuff, and some parts might be more interesting to watch than others, right? On stream. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So I can definitely understand it's not a game for everybody, right? So I wouldn't just whip it out like, surprise, bitch, here's Persona for the next 3 months. But I think
I'd love it.
Yeah, like I think if I gauged the interest on Suikoden 2, people are super fine with me playing long RPGs.
Yeah, no, and honestly, like most people in your chat were like fucking screaming for fucking Suikoden 5 already.
5,
they're just
like yeah, like you need like literally like when is 5? We just unga bunga 1.5, you know.
It's because like when you find people that are like diehard for that series, like they're diehard for that series, and I think it's like the same thing with Persona. And most people that are like diehard for Persona are diehard for like all of them.
Yeah, but even like people like you and a couple others in chat who had never seen 2, they're like, yo, like when's 5? You know, like even you were like I'm down to see 5.
I'm down to watch 5 because it was very, very entertaining and the story was good, and I became somewhat invested in the characters. Like, bro, when like watching those clips of the sister, dude, that fucked me up, Scoob. I was like,
dude, I'm so upset that I didn't get the ending.
It's okay, friend. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up.
Because like that whole sequence of events of that happening and then how it gets solved in the true ending is one of my favorite points in the game, right? Because very, very few RPGs do that shit where they just murder an important character, especially so late in the game, but late enough, right? It's like, holy shit. Like, so as a kid, like that was just very memorable. But, you know, so, I mean, I know why it happened. I should have pressed it a second sooner. I just wanted to pick the better option. Mm-hmm. So the trick is literally like you have like a second to pick one of the options. And the top option is Lookout. And the second option is her name. And like her name, streaming her name is way better than Lookout. Like Lookout is lame. I should have just gone for Lookout, you know? I should have conceded.
At the same time, though, I mean, does it matter in that exact moment, like what option you pick, just as long as you like say it within a certain time frame?
As long as you pick within a second, you're good.
Ah.
But I don't know. Like I don't know. I was just really bummed that I've never failed that sequence, and then to fail it on stream is like just like bummed me out extra, right? Because it's like, man,
no,
you know, like
Stop.
like. No, because it's like we went through all this trouble to like set up commands for recruiting all the stars, and we like meticulously recruited everybody, blah blah blah. and then it was for nothing. I mean, not for nothing, because it was still the whole experience, and we talked about it. And like I said, YouTube the ending if you haven't, blah blah. But it just for me like felt like a little bit bad to like fail at my favorite game. You know,
You didn't fail at your favorite game. It's just, you know, you had an oopsie, and it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you could actually you could have went back and reloaded like right then, before then.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that I fucked that. I mentioned it afterwards. I didn't make like a hard save before that event, and there is literally a save crystal outside that room, because I was like, dude, I've never failed this event. I'm not going to fail it now. Like, I don't need to save here. But in hindsight, I should have.
He said, riddled with hubris.
Yeah, basically, like I didn't even bring it up, so it was like, yeah, it's fine. So it's all going to be fine, and. You know, I could have just reloaded and just redone the last hour, and it would have all been good. But it is what it is. Next year, I'll do it better.
Once a year, local map replays Suikoden 2.
I mean, yeah, like I'll play it. I'll play it for like a birthday thing, because I beat this one in 35 hours. Subsequent playthroughs will probably be more sped up in the sense where I don't read everything, but I just kind of like summarize the conversation. Like, give the key points, and then like, yeah, like if you manage to read along, good for you. If you don't, I'll be summarizing stuff as we go, and I could probably just whip it out in like 24 hours every year.
When 24-hour birthday stream.
Yeah, not this year because it's too soon.
Yeah, not this year.
But yeah, so like I was really surprised that people are like, play 5 wins 5, and it's like. I could jump into 5 right now, but I feel like doing 2 big RPGs back to back, because 5 is longer than 2. Like 5 is like probably closer to 50 hours, and that's without and that's without stream stuff, right? You know, I mean, 5 has a lot of voice acting, but it's still like a lot more. Yeah, like you know, like those RPGs from back in the day, like. They built different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
honestly,
those PS2 era RPGs, they built different. They're like 80 hours, easy.
Dude, easy. I think like my Final Fantasy 11 playthrough was 113 hours.
Yeah, it was very normal.
11?
An RPG to be like 40, 60, 80 hours back in the day.
Remember. But yeah, I want to say my my playthrough of Star Ocean till the end of time was about like 56, 60 hours. So. Yeah. Back in the day, the PS2 era of fucking RPGs was fucking peak, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it still happens nowadays. But it's very rare because the production cost is just so much higher when it comes to like voice acting and writing and cutscenes and animating stuff, right?
I want to say like Mass Effect 2, you can beat that shit in fucking 15 hours. If you do everything, it's a 30-hour game. If you do everything, literally every single mission, it's a 30-hour game.
Yeah. So it's just... You know, and I get it, right? It's just as a business, it's very risky, and development time takes longer, right? Like not everybody CD Projekt Red that can dedicate 8 years to making Cyberpunk, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't just do that because most people, they don't finish video games. Like, and I don't mean the sense of they get to the last boss like you used to do and then just stop. I mean, like play like I mean, like they play for a couple of hours or 10 hours and it's just never play it again. So it's very scary as a developer to make an 80-hour long game knowing like half of your audience is going to tune in after like 5 hours or tune out, you know?
That's wild to me. Y'all are not dedicated. Yeah. Y'all don't have fucking heart.
But so I completely get it, right? Like back in the day, it was just a lot easier and cheaper to do. So no, but for sure, like for me, Darkest Dungeon is next. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a good in between game. Chat can bully me. I can name characters after chat, and they'll die. You know.
Can I have a character?
Yeah, like it'll probably be like first come first serve. In the sense of like, hey, what?
I only want to be a badass. You gotta name a character.
I mean, they're all badass, but basically, like I'll recruit a character and like, all right, who wants to be this character, and then whoever goes, me first gets it.
Oh shit! I better be in chat then. You better not let me die, bitch. I'll probably die.
I mean, I mean, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I'll God gamer it, but no, I won't.
Judging by how many
The
times
game is built. Yeah, like the game is built around you dying. So
yeah.
eventually you'll roll. Well, eventually I'll roll a 1, right? But maybe I'll do 5 after that. I don't know what I'll do after. Because I don't know how long I'll be playing Darkest Dungeon for. Right? If I end up playing it for like a month, then it's like, yeah, okay, like, I can do 5.
Yeah.
And then just another filler game until Monster Hunter comes out. But if I'm like done with Darkest Dungeon like after a week because I'm bored or whatever, it's like I'm not gonna go into Suikoden 5 right away, right? That's too soon.
Well, what would you play then instead?
Stardew Valley.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
I mean, I still might. And this is fucking duality of man, Darkest Dungeon and Stardew Valley, like game about murdering and then peaceful farming.
At the same time, love myself a good farming sim.
Yeah, it's like you have 2 wolves inside of you. One of them is Darkest Dungeon, the other one is Stardew Valley.
Yes, that is all. That is like one of the ultimate duality of man video games.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've always just loved life sims. To bring it back a second, do you have a game of the year? Like, doesn't necessarily have to be a game that came out this year. Maybe like a game you discovered this year or played for the first time.
On stream or not on stream?
Just in general.
I'm honestly having a hard time thinking about all the fucking games that I played this year. I don't know. Like, probably. I mean, I love Monster Hunter World, of course, but I want to say like the diamond in the rough that I didn't think that would fuck as hard as it fucked was definitely Franbo. Franbo
Interesting.
Was fucking good. Franbo was so fucking good.
Better than FF7?
I never played Remake.
Oh, your copy never came in.
I mean, it came in, but I never finally dusted it off and played it because I watched you play it. So I was just kind of like,
you watched me play 90%, and then PlayStation was like, "Nah, this scene is blocked for the last chapter."
Right, it was so fucked up. Like I was like,
by the way,
what is happening?
By the way, it's still blocked to this day. You see, they don't care.
Why?
You still can't. Because spoilers, you've only seen 90% of the game. You can't see the last 10% by your own copy, peasant. That's basically the mentality.
Yeah, that's fucking homophobic. I hate that.
Yeah, I hate it too. It's because wasn't expecting it. Like, because okay, so a little bit of context before I started officially streaming. Like I streamed Final Fantasy VII Remake to Kelly and Paul. I mean, Paul was there by accident. He beat the game before I did. He was just like, "Oh, cool! Like, let me watch you play FF7." I basically streamed it for Kelly because her copy was arriving late. So she saw like pretty much everything. Like, assuming she missed a couple parts here and there because of work or whatever, but for the most part,
I watched all of it. I was there every fucking day.
Exactly. And then the last chapter started, and then you're not allowed to broadcast this scene, and then that was the end of the stream. That was just the end of that. So
to this day, I don't know how it ends.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like the last chapter, it slaps. It fucks hard, my dude. But I guess YouTube at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have my copy. I could easily play it right now, but it's just like because I watched you play it, I'm just not in a hurry for it. So I feel like when 2 comes out, I'll probably just do like, or the next half or whatever. I'll probably do like just 1 and 2 back to back, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm ready for 3 kind of thing. But I feel like satiated because I watched you play it, but at the same time, it's like I know I need to get off my ass and do it because I love Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII like fucks, and it was one of like my favorite RPGs. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's kind of the same way. Like, if I know I'm going to be playing a video game, I'll avoid watching streamers that are playing it. Like, even if I like or love the streamers, like, I know if I watch you play it, I won't probably ever start my own playthrough because I've seen all of it, right? Like, unless the game is purely built around its gameplay mechanic, right? Where it doesn't matter. But if it's like a story game, like, I don't want to...
Yeah.
Like play 20 hours to catch up to where the streamer is. Like, so I'll typically just avoid it altogether so I don't have to worry about that,
Yeah. Yeah, except now, like, the next gens are shit are fucking out. So now I'm just like, what the fuck am I even gonna do?
I mean, hopefully PC can keep up. It's kind of my keep my fingers crossed situation.
But remember when you tried to play fucking 15 and all the memory leak issues? You couldn't play that game anymore?
That's an issue with 15, right? Like off stream, I could probably put up with it, right? Because I would have more memory dedicated in general than while I'm streaming. And off stream, like to resolve it, I just need to like reboot the game every 2 hours, which on stream is fucking annoying, and I don't want to do that. Off stream is like, whatever, you know. Like I would probably play the game in 2 hour increments. Like I wouldn't reboot it, but just like, okay, I'll play next time, and then stuff like that. But
have you, or did you fucking uninstall, bitch?
I uninstalled it because I needed the space.
Exactly.
Like today, I actually had to delete all the older podcast episodes.
Effing chat.
Because it was like 90 gigs right away. It was like, I need space for Cyberpunk, so something's got to go.
How big is Cyberpunk, by the way?
Well, the super legal download is like 60 gigs.
That's actually not that big.
And then the install is also 60 gigs. So I needed 120 free before I could delete the original super legal download of 60.
Gotcha. No, okay, that makes sense. Because like I was actually like when you were like, oh, it's only 60, and I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking small. That's weird. So you're like, oh, and then another 60, and I was like, oh, okay.
No, I mean like once it's installed, it's 60. But you know what I mean? Like if you buy it on Steam right now and you click install, it'll be 60 gigs. That's what I'm saying. But I just needed an extra 60 to have like buffer space, you know, just in case.
I gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think for me though, my favorite game of the year, Sekiro, Among Us.
Yeah. Among Us. Wow. Among Us.
I love Among Us. Okay, so I guess I don't know if I necessarily love Among Us or if I just love the social aspect of it. Like I just love chilling with people and the people from the community and just having a blast for hours, right? And I think Among Us is just a really good vehicle to achieve that, right? But it's not like I play Among Us like by myself in like random lobbies, you know what I mean? Like, let me fucking solo queue in this bitch.
People that solo queue like you are riddled with self-hatred. Please stop.
Yeah. But I don't know, but I think Sekiro probably, I really, really liked Sekiro a lot. I considered learning how to speedrun it. Like I want to keep playing this game kind of situation, you know?
I gotcha. Oh, yeah, another fucking game that I fucking love that came out this year was totally Phasmophobia, dude. Phasmophobia is so fucking good. I had so much fucking fun playing Phasmophobia. Yeah, dude.
But is the game fun, or are you just is it because you're having fun with friends?
Probably because I'm having fun at friends with friends, but at the same time, it's the same thing with like you and fucking Among Us.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like that's probably why I wouldn't say that Among Us is up there. It's just, you know.
Yeah, I would say my sleeper game of the year was totally Franbo, and it's just something that I played this year, and I felt like it was really fucking good. And then I guess probably Baldur's Gate. For a game that actually came out this year, Baldur's Gate's really fucking good, and I'm really fucking excited for the full version of it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if I probably had to pick a game, that came out this year. What did come out this year? I mean, I haven't played Cyberpunk yet. FF7 was really, really fucking good. Did I buy anything else that came out this year? Animal Crossing? Fuck Animal Crossing.
Pog.
I mean, it was fun for like a week or two, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, we definitely played the fucking shit out of it for, like, 2 months, and then playing.
Well, I didn't even go that long. Basically, once my island was done, and all I logged in to do was, like, the daily chores, I quit. Like, I'm done, you know? Yeah, that's, like, I don't care.
Like, I haven't logged into my island since the beginning of October. I grew pumpkins, and then I planted my pumpkins, and then I just fucking never logged back in again.
Dude, I didn't even log in for that. Like, it's been a couple patches since I played. Like, I don't give a fuck. I might log in a couple years just to see what happened to my town, but I don't care. Like, I played it for longer than I thought I would.
Yeah, I know.
Because like my first Animal Crossing experience was for the DS.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which game that is. I returned it after a couple days.
Wow.
Because I guess the Switch version is a little bit less gated. But for the DS, it was literally like, okay, like you're done for the day. Come back tomorrow. I'm like, but I've been playing for 30 minutes. Like I am not on a train going to work. I'm sitting on my ass all day. Let me play for 8 more hours. And they're like, no, come back tomorrow. Yeah. So I was like, this is not my type of game.
Yeah.
So I was expecting the same thing with the Switch version, but there was a lot more to do, even though you were still a little bit gated. But I got more than enough hours out of it, I would say.
Yeah,
you know?
like it justified your purchase. And also Animal Crossing won like Family Game of the Year or something like that. But at the same time, I was watching.
It won Multiplayer Game of the Year. I'm like, okay, dude. Okay.
Wait fucking 40 minutes in order to get into somebody's fucking island. Okay, best multiplayer.
And then get disconnected and then watch the airport cutscene again. Like, okay.
Yeah. Performance. Wow.
I mean, to be fair, I half expected The Last of Us 2 to win best multiplayer, even if it didn't have any multiplayer.
Last of Us 2, and you're just like,
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't really remember any other games that came out this year that I also bought, right? Because when you're hella fucking broke, you become super selective about video games, right? It's like, I know I'm gonna buy Monster Hunter Rise. That's it. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything else next year, right? Like, so it's just kind of like I know the games that I would buy, and everything else is kind of like a toss up, which in a lot of cases also just means that you buy it for me. You're like, here you go, bitch. I'm like, thank you, I love you.
I'm the glucose guardian of this friendship.
You've bought like my last 5 video games or something.
Yes, I have.
Like, you got me Among Us, you got me Divinity. What else did you give me that I played recently? You got me Phasmophobia. You got me Overcooked. That's at least 4. And like, maybe we haven't played yet, but we will. We will. But that's what I mean, right? Like, those are not games I would buy on my own. No. I would if I had the money, right? But I just don't. So it's like, I have to pick my battles, right? It's the same with Cyberpunk. I would love to buy it straight up, but I can't justify the purchase when it's a completely single player game for free. You know? Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, though, it's like I totally want to get it, but I have to install my new solid state drive in order to fucking have the space.
I mean, that shit is easy. Just plug in one cable, you're done.
Yeah, but I don't have the cable. It doesn't come with the cable, so.
The cable should be in your computer.
I already have one plugged in, so this is like extra.
I know, but that cable typically has a couple of plugs. It's a very weird cable.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'll check.
But worst case, just fucking order a cable. Like a couple bucks, you know?
Yeah. Well, at the same time, it's like my brother was like, hey, I have one. I can just bring it for you, like from work for free. And then I'm like, okay, do that. But then also he forgets everything.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Right? I completely get it. But you should just in general. I really need a new fucking hard drive. Like,
I know. You can do the Black Friday, buy yourself a sexy.
I mean, I didn't have Black Friday, dude. If I look at my account right now, I have like $3 on it.
Bro, that's
$3 dues.
That fucks me inside school.
It's like that's my life, you know. That's how it is.
Living on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, for you panicking right now, like, oh shit, like I have groceries until my next paycheck. Don't worry, I have food, but it doesn't leave much room for extra, you know. So it is what it is, and like, I probably have to start saving for Monster Hunter Rise now, to be able to get it.
Do I just need to buy you fucking Cyberpunk, man?
No. I already have Cyberpunk. It's fine. I don't give a fuck about Steam achievements. You know what I mean?
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what else came out this year that I like played and loved. other than FF7. But that's what I mean. Like I bought FF7. I'll buy Rise, you know, and then the next game I buy will probably be Elden Ring or Aiden Chronicles, whichever comes out first, right? Yeah. And I'll buy the G rank version of Rise in 2022. Sorry.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah, because I'm very selective because I have to be, but it's also not all games are worth $60, right?
No, I agree, and that's why I usually, I add them to my wish list, and then I got an email when Steam is just like, "Hey, shit's on sale for like a nickel," and then I swoop.
Yeah, like for me, like for example, God of War for the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was like radically different from all the previous God of Wars. So when it came out, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna get it. It's $60. I'm gonna beat the game in 6 hours, like all the other God of Wars. Like I can't justify that purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, no, like this is an RPG. It's like at least 20 to 30 hours. I'm like, oh shit, 20 to 30 hours. And then I fucking loved that game. Love it. Can't wait for God of War 2. You know,
boy,
I need more boy in my life. Boy, just
the boy.
Love it. Great. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, probably Sekiro. Otherwise, probably Final Fantasy 7 if it has to be from this year. If I had a PS5, it would have probably been Demon Souls, even though it's a remake. But I don't know. Let us know in the comments what your game of the year is. Be it from actually this year or a game that you discovered / played for the first time this year. Like, you know. Let us know.
Yeah, Doc's your fucking game of the year, Scoob. I want to know it.
Yeah, and if you say The Last of Us 2, you're banned from the comments.
Literally shit, and be like, you rigged the Game Awards.
Yeah, you're the reason why we live in a society. But I don't know. I think we've kind of reached the wrapping up point. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yep, I think we're just about done, Scoob.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you everybody for tuning in to the 16th iteration of the Nifty Cauldron. We appreciate you coming by, giving us a fucking listen, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, respect the anime pussy, drink the mommy milkers, control your cock, all that good stuff, and we will see you next time. Leave us a comment. We actually like reading them. They're funny. So, fuck yeah.
Basically, yeah. Everything she said, except she forgot to sound as the lovely host, Kelly. That's okay.
I'm an idiot. I have one brain cell. Hi, I'm Kelly. Goodbye. Fuck out of my podcast.
I'm the other brain cell, Milan, and we'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.